What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. A little intro from Eddie and the Arsons there. A little what's happening to me. Thank you, Adam, for shooting that our way so we can get a little bit thrown out here for him. A little bit of enjoyment. How's everybody doing this evening? Sorry on the late start there. YouTube decided it wanted to be an asshole, and I was a little bit behind, so double shit.
It happens.
Jeff's finishing Frankenberry so he can switch to Twinkie. Well done, good sir. Well done.
Fantastic choice. I like it.
You sound like you vape the same kind of profiles I like.
So, since tonight, I have an idea earlier this week that popped into my head. Normally, I would bring something up about a local advocacy or national advocacy or something like that, but we're still going to talk a little advocacy. But today's topic goes along with the title of the show: Stay Alert, Stay Alive. So, pop quiz for everybody on the panel tonight.
Pop quiz, motherfucker.
Yeah. I want everybody that's on the panel tonight to tell me something that they've seen in advocacy this week, be it on Instagram, searching in the net, whatever. Something that you've seen locally, statewide, nationally, other countries. I'm going to pick a little topic and go from there. And Lumi, since you are so readily ready to go ahead. Have at it.
Okay. So the state of Virginia has upped the age of buying cigarette products to 21. But in the bill, it does say that people of active service are exempted from said law.
So, active duty military or military personnel are exempt then?
Yep.
Does it say just active service?
I didn't go too thoroughly into it because I've been a little sick, but I did notice that little bit on the news article. I linked it to everybody in the chat, and I was a little excited because if you're old enough to go out and join the military, you should be able to go out and smoke. So.
Still not good enough, Virginia. Still not good enough.
Not good enough, but it's at least better than saying no to everybody.
True, but...
Silver lining fresh.
I don't know. The 21 and older thing, like that right there is gonna stick in my craw. It's gonna stick in my craw. Like that's gonna drive me nuts. Like if you're old enough to register for selective service, it shouldn't matter if you're in the service or not. Like after you've registered for selective service, then you can go out and make your life choices. Like if the country deems you old enough to go out and die for something you probably don't believe in the long run,
Yeah.
you should probably be able to go and buy yourself a pack of smokes, some lottery tickets, and some booze, in
And
my
that-
opinion.
Damn
That
right.
same bill is actually working its way over to Tennessee because people that were in the article, I actually knew one of them that they quoted for the local news. Is like they're just going to travel down to Tennessee and go over to Kingsport because that's what's close to me and buy it.
Probably.
Tennessee is now doing the same exact thing. So I don't know if you still have time to vote, but Tennessee is going to be passing something soon, might be passing something soon to increase the age to 21 as well.
Well, it's 21. The 21 and over thing, I think, is going to go nationwide here shortly. I think that's one of the things that's up for vote later this year.
It's kind of a double-edged sword because it's going to end up going that way because they think if they push it off farther, they'll be able to eradicate more fucking people from doing it. When that's just not the case. We all know better.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds great. I'm sure they might see a itty bitty tiny dip off. And yes, I did see VRV is out there. And speaking of which, I feel like
Damn
kind
right.
of an asshole because I didn't go through and say hello to everybody. So let me go back to this and then we'll pop back on this bus here. Eric Sutherland's in the house. I see old James Capozzi, Redneck Vapor. Jeff C's out there. Rust is in the house. Import Man. Michael Morris is out there. Lando. Wombatsky. Roland's out there. There's a Lumi out there.
Music maker IB20.
That's my drummer Jake from the Arsons.
What up, Jake? Nice choice of music tonight. I appreciate that. And Lady Louisiana's in the house. Oh, look, there's a P. Larsack out there. I'm not sure who that guy is, but he's got a wrench. How the fuck did he get it? I don't know.
Go it.
VRV.
Lando!
Oh, there's a meter. Buffalo Soldier. See if his calling now pops him into the show. It's like a
Buffalo Soldier.
that's kind of like his whole Beetlejuice thing. You sing that, he pops into the show.
Yeah.
The meter call.
That's it. Back to where we're on this here. We all know 21's not going to work just because we were all those crafty little cocksuckers at one point that were getting shit when we were well underage. I know I was even getting beer and liquor before I was 21. Very easily, I might add. Even when I was in high school, with it, there was not any difficulty. Yeah, it was actually quite fucking ridiculously easy. So that's not anything that I'm surprised at. And I guess for it to come to 21, then in that case, raise the fucking age to go in the military to 21. I'm behind that. If they're not legally old enough to buy cigarettes, they shouldn't be legally old enough to die.
Yeah. Like we talked about that, I think, was it Friday? We talked about that with Angela. We were talking about the age of majority, like all the things that you have to change. Like if you really and truly want to go through with this and change the age of majority to 21 and proclaim somebody an adult at age 21, which is exactly what you're doing when you start taking things away from people, then you have to go review everything. That includes all the people that are in prison.
On the other side, does that mean I have to keep my goddamn kid in the house till he's 21 now too?
You're right. You're damn
fucking
right.
Bullshit.
You're responsible for that kid until he gets to the age where he can go buy himself a pack of cigarettes.
I sure hope not. I love the 18 and out plan. That's what I did. 18, get the fuck out.
Well, no, I mean, you can be like my parents, like you don't have to go anywhere, but you sure as shit got to pay bills.
Yep. You gonna pay me some rent money? You're going to pay part of the water bill, the electric. You'll be just like a regular adult.
Like let's really expand on this. Like we could force people to go to college for 3 years. Make the state pay for the education. Like if we're gonna do this, here's your caveats for going 21 and over. Like nobody in your state can join the military till you're over 21. High school ends at age 18. They have to go to college for 3 years.
Yep. Or go into some other sort of civil service position.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or yeah, you can do 3 years of government service. Like that's your choices.
Oh yeah, and military excluded from that because you got to be 21.
Yep, got to be 21 and over to go die.
Yep. I mean, if you're going to take the right away from them to die from cigarettes at 18, you may as well take their right to die from a bullet away at 20. At that too. Exactly,
and that also excludes people from getting out of high school and going straight into being cops. You can't be a cop straight out of high school either.
Nope.
Like I'm totally down. Like you don't have to go to college. You can go work on the highways for a couple of years.
Oh shit.
Like you can go build bridges on the highways if you want.
Go sling asphalt.
Go drive a garbage truck, asshole. You know.
So you know what? Those garbage guys, they got a fucking hell of a job and a hell of a good bunch of benefits. I got a buddy from high school who does that.
Yeah.
Makes a fucking killing.
They make really good money.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, if you're like they should have done this back when like they started pushing the drinking age up. Like if you're gonna push the drinking age up, push the smoking age up at the same time. Do that, and then you got to push the age of majority. And then
exactly.
Like all those kids who are like in jail for walking around with like a pound of pot, but they're only 20 years old. You're out. Get out, minor. Rethink your life choices. You got a free one this time, motherfucker.
That's right. Get your shit together. I think it's just a poor choice on them. I mean, don't get me wrong. I agree making sure the people who shouldn't be using it aren't using it, but raising the fucking age does nothing to prevent that.
It doesn't. It doesn't do anything to prevent any of it. Because you're inevitably going to have a friend who works at a convenience store or a liquor store or something. You go in, you show them the ID, plant the money, they hand you your booze, and you're out. That's how I got stuff in high school. I had a good friend who worked at a convenience store. We would go in, we would put our booze on, we would put our booze down, show them our IDs, give them the cash. As we're walking out, I would pocket myself a pack of Newports. When he was like turning around to stock something.
Yep.
He never cared. Never cared.
I would always just find the person that was of age and then hand them some money with an extra like $2. And normally a friend, so they wouldn't even care about like an extra $2. But I'd be like, keep the change. Just get me a pack of Marlboros.
If we were ever worried about it, we would just give him the cash beforehand. Like if he was worried someone was going to come in the store that night, we'd give him the cash beforehand. Like at school, we'd give him the money. And after work, like we would just go and like head over to the trash cans. And sure enough, sitting behind the trash can, be a bag of booze.
That's it. It says, you know where the drop location is. This message will self-destruct.
Exactly. This message will get you shit-faced. Woo!
That's it. Lumion, when you got that article, did you read through it to find out, were they grandfathering 18-year-olds in on that? Or were they just straight cutting them off?
I reopened the article. I need to find the actual bill at some point. Everybody that knows me knows my Google flu skills are not all that great.
Fair enough.
I was looking for Downy balls and I found fucking Kegel balls somehow.
I mean, Downy ball, it makes sense that, if they've got themselves a nice layer of down on their balls, Downy balls.
Especially, if it's a cold weather area, makes sense.
But I did link the article, which is my local news place, WJHL. in the chat for you to look at. I need to go into it a little bit more thoroughly, but right at the bottom it does say active duty military members are exempted from the law, which will take effect on July 1st.
Not good enough.
Yeah.
Not good enough. Like if you're gonna include the military, you have to include all of them.
Yeah.
National Guard and Reserve.
Yeah, so what's going to stop an 18-year-old fucking private from buying some 18-year-old on the street pack of cigarettes?
Nothing.
Nothing. Not a goddamn thing.
Like, do you remember heading to the barracks for the first time? Hey, bro, you want a drink? Dude, I'm only like 19. I don't care.
That's not what I asked you, motherfucker.
I said, do you drink, motherfucker?
That's it. If you don't, you do now.
Do you drink Old English?
Oh, man.
Old English 800. Or the old Steel Reserve.
I guess I do tonight.
That's it. No, I guess I do. Though that does lead to pissing in people's drawers full of clean clothes.
Good old OE.
Yeah. It is what it is. So, what else? Did y'all want to see anything else?
Yes. So in the greater Chicagoland area, they are getting ready to release a Lucky Charms beer.
They sure are.
Lucky Charms beer. Holy double standards Batman. Like, what do you think the high school kids are going to be trying to lay their fucking hands on? Lucky Charms beer. Adam's over here with a Lucky Charms beer in his hand like, don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Just the sound of beer and Lucky Charms together makes me want to gag.
Like I've been trying to picture what the flavor would be like in my head, like that malty cereal marshmallow, and then just like there's that stink of beer behind it.
Dry, crusty marshmallow taste. Yum.
Because I've had some good fruit beers. Don't get me wrong. Like there's some good fruit beers out there, but my brain has trouble wrapping itself around what a Lucky Charms, like, did they just like break the Lucky Charms down and use that as like part of the fermenting process? Like I don't, and then
I believe
just
that
like I just don't grasp this at all. Like if you're attacking everything vaping, and yet this is okay. Like your whipped cream vodka is okay. Your fucking funfetti cake vodka is okay.
Grape Smirnoff, I thought tasted exactly like grape soda. That was my drink of choice in my younger ages, along with Jack Daniels. And
speaking of that beer, did you guys see the labeling they're going to put on the can?
Oh yeah,
child appealing. I saw that.
Baby Jesus.
Child appealing, like dude, booze has had child appealing labels for forever, and we don't throw hissy fits about it. Like, well, we throw hissy fits about it, but like the majority of people are just like, fuck it, that looks okay to me.
Well, and that's it. In fact, there's a beer that's made locally out of Madison, Wisconsin. I want to say it's an IPA. I forget what the fucking name of it is, but it has a cat with a sword riding a unicorn on it, and it's all fucking rainbowed out.
See, I totally would have bought that. Like, I don't like IPAs, and I totally would have bought that.
I almost did, but I'm not a big IPA drinker. I'll drink them from time to time, but I was like, no. And then they have other ones from this same company that are all child appealing labels, and yet there's the double standard for us because, oh my god, it's a fucking vape that's safer than cigarettes. But,
yeah. They are just using our flavorings, and they're using the flavorings and the child appealing labels as excuses, Jeff C. Like that's completely the case. Like it's the hypocrisy that goes on is just, it's mind boggling. And like if we called oh fuck, the head of the FDA, I forgot his name for a minute.
Gottlieb.
Scott Gottlieb. If we called Dr. Gottlieb on this bullshit and just been like, hey, listen, buddy, like if you're gonna enact these standards on everything, like you did it to Camel cigarettes a while back, like you have to do it to everybody across the board, like Food and Drug Administration. Although I don't know that they have the power over alcohol.
No, because I think that falls under the ATF, doesn't it?
Yeah, but shouldn't our enforcement fall under the ATF?
If they're going to label us as a tobacco product, it should.
Yeah, shouldn't it fall under ATF? because the ATF's just kind of militaristic, and they would just be like, all right, everybody's 21. I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
I saw that can of Lucky Charms, and I honestly just kept
There's the
scrolling
link.
because I thought it was just like something.
No, it's real.
So it's a Virginia brewing company.
Oh no!
Right in your doorstep, Lumi.
Smart Mouth Brewing is releasing a new IPA that will evoke all the feelings of Saturday morning. It's called Saturday Morning, and it literally the Lucky Charms font shows all the marshmallows on the can. It's the same colors. It says, "Yup, the beer is brewed with Lucky Charms inspired marshmallows. It's made from toasted mallows and tropical fruity calypso hops. 16-ounce can with a 6.6 ABV.
Jesus, and it's a 7% beer.
Yeah,
On top of
it is not a session IPA.
It's gonna get you fucked up.
Probably they know people can't stomach to drink multiple of those.
I think it's dumb, and I like
I
it.
don't-
That's dumb.
It is dumb. It is dumb, and the hypocrisy and double standard it's mind-boggling. Like, alcohol is completely okay just because everybody wants to drink, and only 1 in 5 people smoke, so it's okay to take it out on those guys. Like, I don't know. Like, if you call Gottlieb out on this shit, he'll just ignore you.
Well, what are you talking about?
How is this okay? Like, you want to fuck vaping in the ass, but you don't want to go fuck alcohol in the ass? Like I get it. They've been drinking, they've been eating some probably really bad greasy food, and it's probably going to be a bad scene back there. But if you're going to fuck one person in the ass, you got to fuck everybody in the ass, Mr. Gottlieb. So you guys can feel free to meme that if you want.
Here's some honey.
If you want to fuck one person in the ass, you got to fuck everybody in the ass, Mr. Gottlieb.
Here's some honey for some lubrication. There you go.
Oh yeah. So what do you got, Adam?
I didn't really see a whole ton, but earlier I did see that Rhode Island was having, and our smallest state, but you got to recognize them, is having a big old tax hike proposal. And in their Senate, they are having a meeting, I believe, tomorrow in the afternoon. So if you are in that area and you don't want tax hikes, you should go down there and be on your best behavior and speak your mind, and just don't be a dick.
Yep. No cursing.
Yeah,
That's right.
plead your case
Just-
nicely.
Just go give them a chat.
So
Lord knows it's right down the street from everybody in Rhode Island.
Exactly. Wherever you are in Rhode Island, you're right by the Senate.
Yeah, you're right there. I mean, you can walk out the door down the street. You'll be back by the time your lunch hour's over.
Also, apparently, representatives from SFATA are, if you're having trouble getting to the state house, they are willing to make arrangements to get you there.
Good.
So they're doing what they can to get as many vapors out there. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's right, Meter. That's my fresh for present 2020 butt rape for all. Like, if you're if I was in one of these positions of power, like, this would totally be my reasoning. I'd be like, listen, if you guys want me to put this regulation in place for this crew, I'm going to put it in place for everybody. Like, if child appealing labels are a thing, it's going to be child appealing labels across the board. Like,
yep.
like you guys been getting away with murder, and it ain't happening.
And
But,
I don't
I
think
mean-
any of us are opposed to that either. Like, no, I don't think any sane vapor is opposed to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a big deal to us to not have rainbows on our bottles.
Yeah, child appealing labels was one of the first things we offered up, and
Yeah,
They didn't want
take
it. It wasn't enough. And yeah, the thing that they think is going to get them to stop is 21 and over. That's not going to get them to stop, because it's there's too much money involved. They're getting too much money out of this, just promoting the fear.
It fucking makes me so mind-blowingly rageful. This much fucking attention on vaping. Like, seriously? Fucking drug overdoses, fucking people using that Narcan like it's fucking candy, it's an excuse to OD. Fucking Chantix, which fucking makes you
Oh,
unable
God,
to
yeah.
drive a car, fucking suicidal. And vaping is what's getting fucked. Are you kidding me?
Yep. Or nope. I mean,
I don't know. They got to find somebody to screw in the ass. 'Cause, it wouldn't be the government if they weren't.
There's the new presidential slogan. I got a dick and it's got to go somewhere.
I'll put this dick somewhere. Where would you like it?
Exactly.
and I don't discriminate.
Exactly. All I'm asking for is a hole.
This is.
Preferably moist.
This is new American slogan: butt sex.
Oh, goodness.
So, I did run across something that I wanted to make a correction from last week because we were wrong on date for Australia. It's actually end of March.
End of March is when that's taking
it's
place.
end of March. I went back and I was rewatching the Vaping Biker and the Bogan talking about is Vaping Dead and Oz there the other day, and they did state it's end of March when all of that fully goes into effect. So that was something I did want to correct. So in case anybody was out there and forgot to catch me on that, by all means, call me out now because now it's corrected.
I actually need to catch that replay. Did they say what they're going to do about such strict regulations? Like, did they talk about moving or what they're going to do about it? Or
Well, think of it like this. One, Australia's a pretty goddamn big country as a whole. And they're like 6th largest in the world, if I'm not mistaken. And the size of their states are like the size of fucking Texas, Alaska. They're fucking huge. So for those people to uproot and move to a different state within the country, I don't foresee that happening on a large scale. Just because it just doesn't seem justifiable for most of the population. I mean, you might have a few people, possibly the Bogan could. He very well could. He has a legitimate career doing YouTube and his e-liquid line and everything else he's doing. So he very well could go into a place where it is more legally accessible and not so many hoops to jump through. However, on the other side of that is home. That's where his family is.
yeah.
So I mean, I can see him not moving, but I don't think it's going to be a terrible. I don't see a terrible whole lot of people going and jumping ship from fucking South Australia to move to other states.
I'm just trying to figure out how they're going to keep doing what they're doing. Like, hopefully, I doubt Bogan's going to retire. I hope to God Bogan doesn't retire. Hi, you fucking cunts!
Oh, he's already talked about it. He said he'd move to New Zealand if things happened.
Oh, and that one I could see because seems fitting. He seemed to have enjoyed it over there the last couple of visits he had. So
I've heard New Zealand is just a very enjoyable place. Yeah. Like everybody I've talked to, it just seems like a lovely place.
I'm voting for Virginia just so people will have more excuse to do stuff in Virginia since Vaping Bogan will be there.
My mom went there about
Virginia.
Good day. Yeah, my mom went to New Zealand about 20 years ago. She said it was fantastic. She said if she could afford it, we would have all moved over there.
Any country that produces the Flight of the Conchords is an awesome country.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Those guys are fucking geniuses.
I bet after what we do in the shadows came out, I bet there's a vampire ball that's like that. Like anybody that hadn't seen that movie, go watch it. It's so fucking funny. Like the vampire ball is taking place in like a VFW.
Nice.
The guest of honor this year is the Beast. The Beast is my ex.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was fun. I like it. A little pop-up. Better than me going off at the rant there for give everybody else a chance to say hello and what's up and see what they've been seeing this week. And One other thing I do want to point out, if you're not following these two people on either Instagram or some other platform, go do so. Addy Tooney, because he's always reposting stuff that is related to advocacy, and North Cal Sick Boy. Those two are advocacy heavy especially on the Instagram, and it's fantastic to see.
Yep, NorCal Vape Malone and Priest Tones are going to be on the show Friday.
I don't know how people can keep that sane while dealing with so much absurdness, because just talking about this, I've been just itching all over. Like, it just makes my skin crawl. It just pisses me off. I'm just like,
Lumi Rage, party time, excellent.
God damn it. I wish I would have known they were going to be on Friday. I would have gladly have come on, but I have other fucking plans where I'm not even going to be at home. Son of a bitch. Well, it is what it is.
that's going to be my question to them. How do they keep from tearing their skin off out of anger?
Yes. Oh, there he is.
I love that. Good photo, Mr. Bean.
That it is fantastic. Oh. On to more pressing issues like some fucking weekly shenanigans. Let's talk some shit. Oh,
What are we talking shit about?
I don't know right now. There's so much shit to talk about. It's fucking crazy. I'm definitely not going to talk any politics tonight. I can tell you that, because there's enough of that going on that I don't need to see it. So, where's everybody at fucking snowfall-wise where you're at? Where are you at right now, Adam?
None right now, but it's supposed to tonight or tomorrow. We're supposed to get a little bit. At least the last time I checked.
You guys are supposed to get some this weekend, because I know Milwaukee's supposed to get some, and I think you guys are part of that as well.
It says Sunday. I got snow showers, 50% chance.
We had 7 snowflakes fall about lunchtime today.
Oh, but that was glorious.
Oh, we were talking shit like that. We needed to close the clinic and go home early because of the 7 snowflakes that fell. We're back to our typical winter, like cloudy, low 40s, just kind of spitting at you every once in a while.
Yeah, fucking noise. Oh, not me. We had about 4 or 5 inches today, and we're about to get some more. Oop. Adam's audio dropped out. See you in a little bit, Adam. Hello, Putt. Welcome. And welcome, Meter. Hello.
What up?
How are you fucking handsome bastard?
It is currently snowing here right now, so we'll see in about an hour, I suppose.
So what you're saying is you're going to get snow and then a tornado in about 24, 48 hours.
Probably, because it was literally 65 degrees like 9 hours ago, and it's snowing right now. So tomorrow, tsunami?
Like an inland hurricane just
Oh yeah.
pops up, starts swirling over the top of Missouri. I would not be at all surprised. Be like, well,
Fucking
it was bound to happen at some point.
Congrats, Eric Sutherland. Fucking Papa Sutherland over there. For the second
Grandpa
time.
Sub,
Oh, shit.
Nice.
old baby face.
Congrats, brother.
Is your baby's face, grandbaby's face, smoother than yours? Or is yours?
I don't know. That might be a toss-up. So, if you guys aren't aware, tomorrow, myself, Meter, and whoever else that decides to show up, we're going to have I'm guessing it's going to be a really long fucking show. And I'm not going to get any sleep going into Friday.
I'm anticipating probably a 3-hour show.
That was my guess, too. It was like, it's going to be a fucking long one, just by the sounds of it. Because I know Joe's going to do a fucking major one for this next event coming up on Friday, or on Saturday for the UFC, which is going to be fucking fantastic. The downside is I'm going to have to watch it on replay on Sunday, because I'm not going to be home or anywhere where I can watch it. So I have to not pay attention to any social media. I can't look at the fucking little group chat we've got going, because I know there's going to be shit popping off in there.
That's going to be blowing up as it happens.
Yeah, and I want to, but I'm like, I'm gonna have to go and find it elsewhere on replay the day after, which I'm sure I won't have a problem doing so, but
Right.
I'm just kind of bummed that I have to watch it on replay. It is what it is, though, because I'm telling you, that card is fucking stacked. That's better than fucking. I think that's better than when they had UFC 200. That's better than that stacked card, and that card was fucking stacked to the gills.
Oh yeah, double title defenses, man.
Yep. Lots for you guys to watch out for. So if you're an MMA fan, go subscribe to I'm No Joe and listen to what we have to say. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk a lot of shit, and I'm sure there's gonna be a little bickering back and forth in there for a moment because
I'm pretty sure.
yeah, we have a couple of definitely, I will say, foreign ideals on one of the fights here.
That's a good way to put it.
It'll be fun. I'm gonna enjoy it. Enjoy the every living shit out of it. But that's just something that did pop into my mind. Wanted to make sure everybody's aware of. So watch for either Friday or early Saturday that thing to pop off. And
yeah, worst case scenario, it will be live before the events on the early prelims kick off Saturday. One way or another, I promise you that much.
You better get your ass in gear. Get that shit out Friday. What the hell are you doing? Don't you? Dude, that's major. We need the major stuff out there. Not to mention, you're starting to get fucking more MMA fucking fighters following you. Get that shit out sooner rather than later, because then maybe they might, hey, go check this shit out and
go check these douchebags out. Who's this Nick Devine kid that keeps talking all this trash?
Next,
we got an interesting Nick Devine conspiracy theory that's going to be brought up and debuted on this week's episode as well, too. So definitely want to tune in to see Devine put his tinfoil hat on for a minute.
Oh no, that's gonna be awesome.
Getting pretty deep into it now.
nice, Lando. 2 years on Sunday. Sweet.
Congratulations, man. Who would have thought that vaping would lead you to a GIMP mask?
Or fighting over the corner in a room.
That's right. Because Raven Shadow's always trying to push him out of the corner, get him in trouble with Lumi.
I'm just saying.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Very well put.
Lando's already in hot water, just in a corner. I just ignore him and just occasionally just chuck shit at him and tell him to shut the fuck up.
It's not really ignoring him when you're throwing stuff at him, though, because then you're giving him some sort of positive reinforcement. And I don't mean positive in that way.
To make himself noticeable that I shove him back away.
I'm talking in the psychology sense. There's a little positive reinforcement there, so he knows you're paying attention to him.
Touche.
Unless you hit him with that Patrick Mahomes no look.
Speaking of which, Combine started. Official start to football season. Here we go.
Time for the Underwear Olympics.
That's right.
What are we doing our Olympics in our underwear for?
It's a combine.
Yeah.
It's like a convoy, but less road.
In our underwear?
Yeah.
Oh.
Skivvy sprints.
It's kind of like the beer Olympics, only without beer.
Right? Or fun.
Yeah.
That's true.
What's everybody else doing this week? What are you guys out in chat doing? What do you guys got going on?
2 chicks at once, man.
I know. I was catching up on The Expanse.
I love that show.
Thank God Amazon rescued it.
I would like to make a point to note that Kyle Hill of Because Science played a major part in that because he went before Jeff Bezos himself and personally made a plea to keep The Expanse at a fundraiser banquet.
Hell yeah.
Bravo, sir. Bravo.
What is this show that he's talking about? Let's go watch it. Holy shit, this is one of the best things ever.
Eminem made a Twitter post apparently about Punisher saying Netflix was fucking up. And then they did a huge thing in Times Square apparently where a bunch of people pitched in to get a Save Daredevil screen up for a couple minutes. And it was just going through the characters with hashtag Save Daredevil.
Yeah, that's kind of wrapped up in some legal paperwork. They don't have the luxury that The Expanse did, where they were free. Like when Sci-Fi said no more, like they were free to shop it around.
Well,
Netflix, like a lot of TV shows have that ability.
And sign over their 2-year contracts and get rid of it.
Yeah.
Come on. Don't be an asshole, Netflix. Don't make us wait 2 years.
Well, they're totally going to make us wait 2 years because then they have exclusivity on being able to go watch the Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist. They have the exclusivity on it for 2 years. Lord knows they need all the help they can get right now.
Yeah, with Disney about to drop their streaming service, they're going to need all the help they can get real fast.
Yeah, with Disney Plus and Hulu knocking at the door, because that's both the same company.
Yep.
Like Hulu, quite frankly, is already a better service.
Well, and Disney announced officially that they're going to start making their own made-for-TV series based on Marvel properties. So,
yeah.
Loki, Black Widow.
Yep, Loki. Well, yeah, Loki and Scarlet Witch. Black Widow is going to be a movie, Lumi.
Yeah, Silver and Sable.
Oh.
Which would also be fucking awesome for any comic book nerds that know that backstory.
That's good. Yeah, I'm excited for the potential that Disney Plus has. Like just doing like they don't have to do full seasons. Just they could do like random like 5-episode runs, like little mini binges.
Fuck yeah.
And if a character sticks and people want to see more of it, boom. Yeah, Black Widow, yeah.
Hell yeah.
But I'm happy she's getting her own movie. Like Scarlett Johansson totally fucking deserves it. She should have had the first female-led superhero movie. But
Yep.
But it is what it is.
Speaking of things to watch, Lando does bring up a good point. Lumi, you've had a week now. Have you seen anything with Bill Murray in it yet?
No.
And have you had any reminders during this week to watch Bill Murray movies?
Yes.
You know, I had a feeling that you were going to give that answer. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the heat on my own self here. I fucked up. I meant to make a little thing that says not participating so I could throw it over your face while we were in here. But I failed to make the image for that, so I'm going to have one for next week if you're not ready. Because that is not acceptable.
Get on and be naked and not have to worry about anybody seeing me and I can still talk. Don't threaten me with a good time.
I said just over your face. I didn't say anything else.
Lumi totally mistakes that too. It's like she's got a blurred out face and she's just whipping her tits out. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Here we go, getting myself fucking banned from YouTube.
I'm comfy. Woo!
Immediately be taking that video down after the show.
Hi boys, look, I'm Bill Murray. I'm Dan Aykroyd.
I'm better than you.
I'm just waiting to see that Australian braiding she's going to do when she's naked. Using the appendages down under.
That's right.
I'm getting into all kinds of braiding. I even started braiding my hair.
Good dye.
I'm going to go after Nick's armpit hair. It looks really majestic, so I feel like it needs to be braided next.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
It'll be smooth as a baby's bottom the next day. Like,
I'll say, just make sure you do it while his arms are down, so that way he can't raise them. Kind of fucked up like that. And if you do it while he's sleeping and he wakes up and goes to yawn, put his arms over his head, he's gonna be in for a rude awakening. Because in that case, you could just do fuck the braiding and then just put some fucking warm wax in there while he's sleeping, push his arms together. And he'll wake up in the middle of the
I
night.
already confessed that I've seen a movie with him in it.
Which one?
Didn't I say he was in that Flubber or something? Not Flubber. What was the one?
He's not in Flubber.
No.
You said you saw Space
Flubber.
Jam.
You saw Space Jam.
I watched that one when I was a kid.
He's in about 10 minutes of Space Jam.
It's like a cameo.
It's a cameo appearance.
I don't
Maybe
give
starring
no
role.
shits.
You gotta watch him in a starring D. Wilkes.
D. Wilkes.
What up, brother? But you gotta watch Bill Murray in a starring role. Like D. Wilkes, what should she watch? She's never seen Bill Murray in a starring role.
None of them.
So D. Wilkes, what should be her first Bill Murray movie? I'm betting I've got an idea what he's gonna come with. I already know.
The way Lumi likes to live her very peaceful, majestic life.
There we go, Caddyshack.
I like to run around nude. I do the dishes. I clean the house. do the close, get on streams, then stream on Twitch, then I hang out, and then I'm asleep again. No, I have no time for no movies like that.
Eric Sutherland brings up a good point. The way your lifestyle works leads perfectly towards you being encouraged to watch the movie Stripes, because you might learn a trick or two with a spatula and nudity.
Yes.
I already know plenty of tricks about cookies and nudity.
Not this one, though, because you haven't seen the movie.
Yep. Screaming Mimi's in the house. What's happening?
What up, Mimi? How's Edward doing? You keeping him on the straight and narrow?
I'm just saying. I'm going to have that ready next week. If I find out there was no movie. All you need to do is set away like 2 hours of your time over the next 7 days. Just 2 hours. That's all the homework is. Nothing exciting.
I want to.
Well, want in one hand, shit in the other, and see which one fills up first.
What's up, fuckers?
What up, fucker? We're talking about what Bill Murray movie Lumi should watch. We're back on this subject again.
She still is not
gotta
feeling.
give up. She's not gonna watch them. If she had a priority on it, she would have done
Like
it.
she's next week when she shows up for Fresh from the Kitchen, I'm gonna cancel the fucking show and we're gonna sit here and watch a Bill Murray movie if she hasn't done it on her own.
I'm sorry, guys. You're the one that's gonna have to take this loss, I guess.
All right, we're just gonna have to have somebody constantly streaming a Bill Murray.
I'm gonna figure out which streaming service is streaming What About Bob.
Yes. D. Wilkes coming in strong with the What About Bob. I like it.
Well, I don't own any streaming service platforms, so
Well, I do, and we can jump in a room and I can screen share.
We have the technology.
Mimi, when you guys figure out the results of that ultrasound, let us know.
Oh, Edward's out there.
yeah, I mean, there's more pressing things going on, like the health of our lovely viewers, than me watching a fucking movie.
Well,
Yeah, I'm saying Groundhog Day is a good, easy first watch.
What About Bob is streaming on Amazon Prime. Guess who's got Amazon Prime?
Not Lumi.
Liar!
This guy. Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day would be a great one too.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's fun. It's
so-
lighthearted, but it's also kind of dark in some spots.
It's dark. It's fun.
Trying to
It's
kill
really
himself.
dark.
There you go. Are you feeling Chris?
dark?
The
I'm gonna
dark
let you know
rom-com.
right now. If you put something dark on, it will put me in a very bad state, and I do not
But
trust myself when I'm doing
It's
stuff
like funny dark, like The Office.
Jeff says viewers will wait. Bill is worth it.
This from the girl from Game of Thrones. This
Like
from
we
the
could get really deep. We could get really deep and make you watch like The Razor's Edge, or what else could you do? The Razor's Edge is actually a pretty cool flick. But
Yeah. Oh, and look.
It cannot be anything that will trigger my depression, because
How about a little
getting out of that
Christmassy?
is not fun.
How about something
So-
Christmassy? You could go Scrooged even.
go watch Scrooged. Scrooged is fantastic.
Plus, it's got good morals.
Yeah.
It's contemplative.
It'll do wonderful things for you.
Yeah, put a little love in your heart.
I'd rather watch.
That's
Dragon
right.
Balls.
Please, sir, may I have another?
Yes. Ooh. Good call, Ken. Spies Like Us with fucking him and Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, forever.
Wow, great call, sir. Great call.
The soul finger.
Yeah.
Soul Finger. Man, I haven't seen that in forever. That movie's like mid 80s, right?
Such a great.
85.
Jesus. Look at this. There's just tons of options there. We're not even saying just binge them. Just find one.
If you want to stay lighthearted, always go Life Aquatic.
Yeah. Actually,
That's totally happy start to finish.
I ended up watching that after we talked about that the other week.
Nice.
Happy from start to finish. Oh.
Shore the baby Ruth in the pool clip.
You know what we forgot last time we were talking about it is Rushmore.
Oh, yes.
It's a fucking weird one too.
These are my OR scrubs. Oh, are
Jason
they?
Schwartz.
Like that's the beauty of Murray, Louie. Like until you do this, you do realize that like every Wednesday show is going to turn into what Bill Murray movie should Lumi watch until you actually go watch one. Like he'll go deep, he'll go artsy. Like you could watch Lost in Translation.
Yeah.
You know,
It's kind of an artsy flick.
the
Yeah.
funny thing about this is this all started with about those crazy random places that Bill would show up to.
Yeah, Bill Murray just showing up in random places.
Well,
Yeah.
and speaking
Yeah,
of random
Lost in
places for Bill
Translation.
Murray.
Lost
That
Speaking of
would be a
Bill Murray,
hilarious insult. Who the fuck are you? Close his door.
the man who knew too little.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Lost in Translation is a double win because ScarJo is in that movie.
That's
She wears some transparent panties at the start of the movie.
say.
Ah.
Yeah, there's some.
I was just saying. There's bonus times. So you get to stare at Scarlett Johansson's bare bottom for a moment, Lumi, and then you get to bask in the glory of Bill Murray
Double
as
win.
like a 60-year-old lost in Japan.
That's it. Man, just a fucking fantastical amount of those. But I will make sure I have something ready for next week. And it'll be fun. Just because I know where this is headed already. She's over there. No. Although I do have some other really good fucking news for some people. Something fun to talk about.
Oh, I thought you said you had some really good nudes. I was getting excited.
Of Scarlett Johansson?
Well, I'm pretty sure I could probably find those, but I'm not going to show
They're
them in
available.
here.
She did a movie where she was like naked for like 3/4 of it.
Yeah, that
Oh, is it?
weird artsy film.
That was a weird ass fucking movie.
Yep, totally worth it though.
Yeah, I agree.
That's all right. It can cut off a little bit. Nobody's head is missing. We're good. Pocket. I'll fuck with it later. I had it cropped perfectly
Yep.
for Saturday's show, but it's all fucked up now.
Life is cutting his own head off.
I can't figure out how the hell you have so many problems with OBS. Like, why do you only get that little itty bitty square of clarity for the Zoom room? Why you have so much room on the left side and the right side and up and just half of the room and you're not even using it.
That's a great topic to discuss as soon as you watch some Bill Murray movies.
Yes. Well played, sir.
We could have a dual show. It could be a like part Bill Murray movie / book report, part OBS lesson. Everyone wins.
He's good. He's good.
Making my eyes.
Can you get a new
move.
vape flavor called unicorn fart? I mean, we can. Like, what would unicorn fart taste like, D Wilkes? In your mind, what would it taste like?
Lucky Charm cereal, since we're going.
That right there.
Lucky Charms and beer.
Unicorn fart is just 10% cotton candy.
Oh. Whew.
That's all it is. 10%.
There you go. Now it's fixed.
I'm good.
No
Just
more
blue
beef.
raz cotton candy. Blue raz cotton candy and the Lucky Charms flavor.
Oh, lucky
Oh,
leprechaun.
did we already talk
Lucky
about
leprechaun.
Lucky Charms beer?
Yep.
What?
Did we already talk about Lucky Charms beer?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, we did. Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Huh. We can always
Well,
revisit, though. I mean,
Lumi, your lack of Murray, it dictates that no one will stand up for you. Like everybody that knows about Bill Murray loves Bill Murray. Labworks, don't stand up for her. Get back in your fucking corner, cunt.
If she would have watched Scrooge, she would have been able to quote, "Stand up for your fellow man. The world will be a better place."
Mm.
That's it.
A little love in your.
So, oh yeah, like I was saying, I got some fucking awesome news. However, I was told don't get my hopes up too high. The missus finally may be caving
Yay.
for a strange reason. Apparently, the cigarette she smokes, they've changed their formula on, so they don't taste right to her anymore. She's like, I need you to find something that doesn't throw a lot of cloud, that's a good menthol tobacco. I'm like, pod system, menthol tobacco, dem 2.
Question. My mind's doing a weird thing here. Did we Did we talk about this sometime, or is the Matrix doing a fucking flippy flappy?
But he just
Did
like
we-
quitting.
Did we talk about it on Saturday,
Saturday,
when we were
yeah.
drinking?
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
good,
it
good,
did come
good.
up.
Okay,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Well,
Yeah, it definitely came up because I remember we were talking about the this one too, or whatever it is, the Dean's menthol.
yeah,
tobacco.
them too.
Okay,
Them too.
good,
Yeah.
good, because I thought it was like one of
No
those
glitches
women
today.
in the women in the red dress walking by. And we're having one of those moments of that.
You know, I know I vaguely remember speaking about that, namely because I was intoxicated. But I did want to bring it up because there is quite a few people that are here that may not have been here on Saturday. So, here, kind of
I was
fantastic.
here but wasn't here on Saturday.
Favorite pod devices, right? Fucking.
Yeah, and so it's just gonna be. I think I'm gonna probably look for something probably along the lines of like the Boulder, because it's not a big cloud chucking machine. She doesn't want clouds. She's like, I don't want fucking clouds.
Right.
Yeah,
You
grab
get
her that Lost Vape Q. The Lost Vape
Or
one that
set
looks like a little mini walkie-talkie.
Yeah,
Set her
that-
It's got battery life for days, and that pod lasts for fucking ever.
and those ones are
If
refillable.
she's vaping like menthol and tobacco, it's not gonna have any sweeteners, so she doesn't have to worry about gunking the coils. So
Yeah, Ryan. Yeah.
yeah, the Orion Q.
I'm gonna write that down because I'm gonna have to fucking order one.
Don't get the for her. Just get the Q one, not the.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
will
that's what I've got is the Orion Q, and I love that thing. 17 watts. It runs regularly liquid. You can run salts out of it. Do whatever you need to do. And then you can adjust the airflow right there on the tip, and it looks like a little walkie-talkie. A nice looking little device.
You can get these little cute little pods.
Yep.
And they have the menthol tobacco pod, don't they?
No, this
No,
is
it's a
Oh,
fill it.
there-
It's fill it with your own.
Oh, it's a fill of your own. All right, fuck.
Yeah,
That's
let me
even
go grab
better.
it.
Can't you just stick one of these on a device?
You could, but that's. I think
For-
with TJ's wife, that's really intimidating because she is totally against it from the beginning, and now getting her something that is really going to be up her alley. Yeah, something there. All she has to do is 5 clicks and then push a button is going to be the best thing for her.
Those look
Yep.
like a little
I don't want
bit-
anything where she's got to mess with any wattage. I just wanted to straight
No, it's
single.
17. It's 17 watts all day, every day. You get tons of battery life out of this silly little thing, and then the pods are $6 to replace, and the pod lasts like a month.
And see,
I finally had to change.
here's the hard part on this is for her.
And that's all the cloud you're doing.
Yeah,
She
for
wants an e-liquid made.
And that's wide open. I can close her down a little bit there.
and I think that's the thing is she's probably gonna want something that's a tighter draw, closer to a cigarette. And
Plus,
There
you
you
have to be
go.
able to put your own
Yeah.
e-liquid in it if she can't find a brand that's.
Yeah, then you can pick your flavors, and you could do the Dem 2. I've done tobacco mixes. I could get you a recipe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a menthol tobacco too.
and I think that's gonna be the hard part. Is she wants something that tastes similar to what she's smoking, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go out and try your cigarette. I can tell you that. So I don't know what it's gonna. I said I can try to get you a couple different flavors and figure out whichever one's gonna work. So if it means I gotta buy one of those in like 6 different fucking pods, so I can figure out which one it is she likes.
Does she smoke the American or the Turkish variety of cigarettes? Like, are they like Marlboro or Camel? Or...
It's a Marlboro Black Menthols.
Okay, Marlboro. Cool. American. Gotcha.
So it's an Americanized tobacco. A little bit of Kentucky.
Yeah, I'll play with that a little bit. I've been looking for a good menthol tobacco to put in my mouth along device.
Little bit of burley. A little bit of red burley hiding in the back there.
Yeah, I've got some flavor tobaccos coming. So
Yeah. Anytime anybody says Kentucky now, I just picture Dietz saying it from the Fog Vlog. If you guys haven't watched the Fog Vlog, like you just watch it, like you just sit there watching them review this recipe and wait for Dietz to come up, because at some point he's going to say some word in a way that you never expected to hear come out of somebody's mouth, and his voice is so deep and so smooth that you're just like,
Yes.
dude, I will pay you to just sit around anytime I need that word said. I will pay you just to sit there to say it to me. Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Like
1% Kentucky.
1%
Yeah,
Kentucky.
that's the
I
thing.
love
Is,
those guys.
I don't. The more I think about that, I don't think Dem 2 is going to work because it's got a custard in it.
Yeah, it is. It's his tobacco, and then his tobacco, his custard, and his menthol. She might like it. I mean, like, did you expect to like cinnamon roll when I sent you your setup?
No, not really.
Yeah,
Point.
that's all you do is you take the same tact that I took with you, which is it's tough to find something that tastes like a cigarette. So you pick a flavor that you could taste all day, that you wouldn't mind tasting all day. And we'll get you your tobacco. We'll get you your tobacco so that you can try it. But we're also going to get you this. And if you wind up not liking the tobacco, well, at least you've got this that you like tasting all day.
And then she threw this other caveat out there. She's like, I don't want any desserts, any candies, anything like that. I'm like, well, maybe fruit then.
Well, to be fair, like Fresh said here, and like I always tell a lot of people that are thinking about making the switch, when you initially switch from cigarettes full time to vaping, you're always mentally looking for something that's going to taste like the cigarettes that you're used to. But I have yet to meet a single person yet who has made the conversion from smoking to vaping and stuck with the flavor that they smoked. Initially, that's what you look for. That's what your brain thinks.
Yeah.
And then to realize the actual possibility of flavors that are out there, your mind completely opens up and you start finding the flavors that you actually like, not what you think will help you get off the cigarettes.
Yeah, so I think she's turning in the right direction. It's just a matter of trying to get the right one because she's fucking losing her shit not being able to find that same non-changed fucking packaging.
My first liquid was Decaying Camel with a K because I smoked camels, so...
Is that the one that tastes like ginger snaps?
No, that's the one that tastes like peanut shells and sugar.
Okay.
With a little bit of vanilla.
Does she like
Yeah,
pasta?
Was that like that?
Does she like pasta? You could hook her up with some phantom ravioli. It's not a candy.
Right?
Dude, she would fucking murder me if I did that to her. I already know that.
What is this, DJ?
Doesn't she drink? What's her favorite soda?
She drinks fucking Diet Mountain Dew like it's going out of style.
There we go. So all you need to do, 4% citrus soda by Flavora. Flavor's coming out here pretty quick. 4% citrus soda tastes like Mountain Dew. She could just vape Mountain Dew all fucking day.
Like Bill Murray said, baby steps.
Yeah.
Maybe a touch of fizzy sherbet.
You could
give it a little kick.
Oh, it's got plenty of nip on its own.
Does it?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know how their root beer has that nip to it?
I haven't tried the root beer. That's another one that's
the
on the
root
way
beer's
with
fantastic.
the wacky
I like
tobacco.
nips.
Because I've been wanting a good root beer vape, and I have every root beer besides Flavora, and everyone's like, "Well, that's the one you need." So,
yeah,
it's like son of a bitch.
It tastes like Barks root beer.
That's awesome. Perfect.
I am gonna need all of you guys to come over tonight. So
Okay.
I get the car out of my garage for the morning.
Oh.
Oh, so you're gonna try and make me work?
Both of the cables on the spring are detached,
Oh no.
and I have a 2-stall garage.
That's a heavy fucking door.
The wife and I were out there trying to pull the freaking thing. We got it detached, and we both tried to lift that fucker. No way. No way.
Oh shit. If I lived closer, I'd be there in the morning.
So the garage guys are coming tomorrow. That was part of my gripes video today. So you know what I did? I went on Grand Theft
Playing some GTA.
ran over some people.
Fuck you for not fixing my garage door. Smack!
And then after I ran over the person, the EMS truck came to try to revive him. And as soon as those guys got out of the car, I was like, nope, he's going to fucking die. I shot those guys.
Oh, fuck you.
See, I love running my wanted level up to 5 and then trying to get away. That's awesome. There's like tanks
Except
out
for
there.
when you're on a golf cart.
That's what I used to do in San
They'll
Andreas.
they'll still try to pit you on a golf cart.
Yeah. Oh, the cops in GTA don't give a shit.
Yeah, they're ruthless.
Just
Driving off
everywhere.
overpasses. Yeah, they drive off overpasses to get to you.
Yep.
Insane.
Like one of the easiest ways to get away from them is get a motorcycle and head for the mountains. Just go as fast as you can.
I'm sad that I uninstalled GTA 5 off of my computer. I didn't have enough space on it.
I got rocket bikes too. Like one where you push a button, wings come out the back end of the wheels, and you can push the horn, and a rocket flies you up into the air. It's awesome.
I don't think Rin mixed the tobacco for her dad. I don't think she mixed the menthol for her dad, Chevy Man.
Oh, that's why I need to work on it. Tomorrow is a skin that looks like Bill fucking Murray.
Gmail.
Gmail.
Thank you.
Oh, what else we got fucking going on? So people can't get out of their fucking houses. They're stuck there permanently.
Hey, I'm fine. I work at home, so I don't have to go anywhere.
They had a fucking massive 40-car pileup over here. Oh, it started out as 40. I think they said in total, all of the cars that were involved in one way, shape, or form, whether it was just minor fender bender or actually part of the massive gnarliness, came out to like 100 cars or something like that.
Jeez.
Final total was like 103 cars, all said and done once it was finally over with.
Fucking
We
ridiculous.
just had individual cars that tried to go to the next town over and couldn't because of all the ice underneath the snow. So they were just over on the side of the roads, and then the blizzard of snow came by, and then you see nothing but waves of the snow over the top of the cars.
Oh, shit. People don't know to leave that shit alone, stay home. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it took the kids to the dentist. I was dropping them back off at their mom's house, and got to a section of Main Street, and the light turned green. And my little Scion XB is me. They're like, my daughter's like, "What's going on?" Well, it's just a patch of ice here. I'll catch some concrete sometime.
Fucking light turns yellow as you're barely making it through the intersection. Can only laugh because I've been down that road before.
Oh, and we got one of those towns where they thought it was a smart idea to go from two lanes through the center of town down to one lane, turning lane, and 5-foot bike lanes on the sides.
Jesus fuck.
Wow.
Asking for trouble.
Oh, they have a small militia at every freaking town hall meeting. It gets turned into fuck this road diet shit. Because for some reason there's a big thing called road diets where they're doing that. But with the center road going through town being downsized like that, there's like 2 block lines of cars.
See, we had the opposite. When they tried to start changing our roads for the new infrastructure upgrade for our area, because we've got several interstates that either come through town or go around our town, and they started adding what they call crossover diamonds. This is the stupidest fucking traffic thing I've ever seen in my life. They take at both sides of the intersection over the freeway overpass, and they route you the opposite direction. So when you're going forward, instead of being on the right-hand side, you literally cross over and drive in the left-bound lanes as you cross the overpass for both sides. And then you go back to normal after you cross the overpass. It has added inexcusable amounts of time to every single overpass intersection. It's ridiculous.
Fucking born retarded. Although, how do you guys have a lot of fucking roundabouts in your areas, or fucking traffic
We've got a
circles,
few.
some people call them?
In
They
the
are-
next town over we do, and I fucking love them.
They're like fucking sprouting up like fire. They're removing fucking traffic lights left and right and stop signs, putting in roundabouts everywhere. It's fucking crazy.
I love them because nobody else knows how to drive on them, so I just keep going. Everybody's stopping at the yield signs instead of fucking just slowing down and playing merge. I'll just keep going at the speed limit that it says to do on the roundabouts, and it's perfect.
Yeah, most of the people here don't understand how to drive on. Like, I'm fucking laying into the horn on people. I'm going, come on, don't fucking stop. It's a yield. Yield does not mean stop. It means stop if there's traffic coming. People are fucking stupid when it comes to those things. I think part of the problem is because the U.S. wasn't brought up on that system. Like, if you look at more countries, European countries have roundabouts than we do here in the States. Now the States is trying to implement it because they realize it's a better way of managing traffic versus fucking stoplights.
There's slapping traffic lights everywhere.
Well, you go over to Ireland, and roundabouts are your exits on their freeways or interstates, whatever you want to call them, and you're going, and the roundabouts would be probably about 40 miles per hour our speed. It's just they know when they're coming up on them that they want to be in this lane to make that turn or to make the second turn or whatever, and it just works. There's barely any stoppage.
And I don't think that's the problem. Is people don't understand. There's really no stopping. If you're merging, you'll be fine. The only time I ever see a little bit of stoppage is at fucking rush hour when everybody's getting out of work or everybody's heading to work. Those are the only 2 times a day that you'll see a little bit of stoppage at those. And even that is nowhere near as bad as the traffic lights where you'd sit there for fucking 10 minutes to get up to the light before you could finally have your turn to go through the intersection.
We do have our road department is famous for lots of traffic cameras. You can pull up the Iowa DOT winter driving site, and you can see cameras every section of any interstate or major downtown road or whatever. They have some footage of people not doing the roundabout in the winter, and
just going straight through.
they just kind of made it, except for they forget that there's a big old concrete block in the middle, and no, didn't make it.
Well, like there's a fucking video out there of somebody completely missing a roundabout and going airborne off of one of those things. I'm going, yep, those are the kind of fucking drivers they have here when it comes to those things. It blows my mind. And
sounds like the drivers in Iraq.
But if you get it right, and like 3 o'clock in the morning, and you can drift pretty well in your car, you just go around the whole roundabout.
Fucking the other one that catches me off guard with those, people don't realize the semis go in the outside lane for a reason, and they want to be right up on them with their fucking trailers. I'm like, you guys are stupid. You're gonna get clipped. Like, there's a reason why it says a wide right turn on the back side of their trailers 9 times out of 10. It's because that trailer trails. It doesn't exactly follow the same line, and people don't understand it. There's so many times where people are like this fucking close, then they're laying on the horn at the semi-driver. It's not his fucking fault. You're the dumb fuck who decided to go when you should have given him the right of way. He's bigger than you are. But no, you're in too much of a goddamn rush to wait the extra 2 seconds that it's going to take. Yeah.
I mean, like, that semi was holding them up from getting to Starbucks 30 seconds earlier. BJ.
God
Whenever I
forbid.
see assholes on a road just raging, I'm just like, you're in a rush to an early grave, aren't you?
That's it. What the fuck are you updating, Lumi?
My fucks to give.
Oh, well.
Nope. Looks like no fucks to give.
Yeah, it looks like it aired out.
Well, at least now I know what to put over your face next week then.
That's what you gotta get to the point of. You know, that's your life goal. Is no fucks.
Do you know how you get to no fucks to give, Lumi? Watch Bill Murray.
That's right.
Oh,
Or you just
solid
get
advice.
sick at a very young
Turn it
age.
right back around.
Solid life advice right there.
I'm telling you, it's coming full circle, kind of like that roundabout.
That's right.
Kind of like that movie Groundhog Day.
Don't drive angry. Don't drive angry.
Oh, but the best about roundabouts is if you get the GPS system over in Ireland and you come over across it, you go, take the roundabout, second left.
Yeah, same thing.
It's
Same thing in Scotland when I was driving around, because out on the islands they don't have fucking stoplights. It's just roundabouts.
Yeah, take the roundabout, second left. You're like 1, 2, go. All right. So in Waterloo, when we're driving through, I'll do the same thing with the wife in the car. Take the roundabout, second right. She's like, it was funny 3 months ago.
To me, still
Version
fun.
1 of Mrs. TJ's Tobacco, version 1 right here with what I've got on hand.
You made that already and you didn't make my fucking pineapple cake?
I've got so many desserts going
Priority.
on now.
Do you know what that is? He's helping a smoker quit right now. That's more important than your pineapple.
This is
cake.
true. This is true. Okay. Make the pineapple next, though.
Plus, have you ever met Mrs. TJ?
Well, and hasn't Mrs. TJ seen Bill Murray movies?
Yes, a lot.
Hashtag just saying.
Speaking of which, does anybody think he's going to have a cameo in the upcoming Ghostbusters flick that's coming out?
I think he has to.
I would think so. However, I hear getting him to do a movie is kind of a wishy-washy because he just kind of shows up whimsidaically when he feels like it.
Well, and there's some rumors about that, is that he didn't want to take, because this isn't a reboot. This is literally, they talked about it, it's the next chapter. This is years later. It's set in the country. It's not New York City. It's not Ghostbusters for hire. It's little kids that apparently find their way, like stumble their way into the ghostbusting world. And apparently he's supposed to allegedly have some sort of like a mentor role where like they look him up, they hunt him down, and he gives them like advice, but he won't put the suit on anymore, which would be easier to get to do.
So he's going to be playing Peter Venkman?
Kind of like Peter Venkman, the storyteller, not Peter Venkman, the Ghostbuster.
So they're going to be like Charlie's Angels. He's going to be Charlie.
Kind of, yeah. Little role reversal there.
Wasn't he Bosley in
He
Charlie?
was Bosley.
Exactly.
Angels.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Is there haunted peaches?
That's fucking
Sure
true.
could be.
Because the kids are in the country.
You're gonna eat a lot of peaches.
Peaches.
Peaches. Yeah, they were put here by a man.
Jesus.
Call that Pusa down.
Factory downtown.
I forgot completely about that song till you guys brought that up. That's
Those guys were awesome.
Little
Yeah,
POTUS.
Welcome.
I love some Pusa.
POTUS.
POTUS.
My Mach 5, I will survive.
Good stuff.
See, I think picking on Lumi, we've gotten her to the point where she's just not watching Bill Murray to protest.
I'm over here thinking of all the ways I can figure out to get you guys to get me to watch this. The one I'm coming up with is if I get 5 Amazon Prime subscribers on Twitch, I'll let Adam and Meter pick out a movie
I like this.
and watch it with me, but it has to fit certain criteria because I cannot handle going into a really dark place right now.
We need
Gotta
a
come
time
back
frame
next
here.
week.
Oh no, there's plenty of movies that of his, like Groundhog's Day. What about Bob? What about Bob? It's just hilarious.
We're set because I know TJ has Amazon Prime.
Technically, the missus does, so.
It tastes kind of cigarette-y. Tastes like an unlit cigarette.
That's interesting, slightly disgusting.
It
Yeah.
tastes like
I mean, for somebody who's looking for that flavor, I mean,
Yeah, if that's if
and
that's
it
what
tastes like Jenny.
Jenny, she tasted like cigarettes.
and her.
What the fuck was I watching? They were talking about that.
Oh, you guys only have till the end of the show. You've only got 4 minutes left to go get in on Adam's song for next week.
Sometimes I slack and I let it go till the morning, but I might not tonight. So
You never know.
especially since Fresh just reminded me.
Yeah, you might want to go do that.
Fuck shop.
So join the damn group. Pick a
Fuck.
song.
When
That
the
reminds
Facebook
me.
group, pick a song.
I forgot to
Link
copy and
link.
paste my shit there. I gotta do so.
I'm gonna put
Do
the link
it.
out
Do it
there.
now. We're here.
You guys
Music
have to know that I post my shit, which will be the end of the show.
It's fine. Here's the link. Click it and join it and pick 2 songs.
I wonder if we could get the. I wonder if we could get the Bill Murray hotline number, where you just call and you leave him a message, and if he's interested, he'll get back to you. Like that's how he does business now. He's got a hotline that you call.
Yeah, it's a 1-800 number that's a fucking voicemail.
We're like,
Yeah.
we have this chick that keeps coming onto our streams and she hasn't seen one of these movies. We need you.
We need you,
You know-
Bill.
You know when that hotline.
Go.
It can only
See,
mean
that's
one.
the thing though, is Bill Murray would just show up at Lumi's place. Like
Yep.
he wouldn't show up on the stream. He would just show up at Lumi's place with like a couple of his DVDs of movies that he liked,
Yeah, but she'd be
Yeah.
streaming. We'd still see it.
and he'd put the movie on for her, and then he'd go in the kitchen and cook her some food
And then wash the dishes.
and wash the dishes.
Oh, he
And like
probably would.
halfway through the movie, he's just going to wander out and leave, and you're like, well, that was odd, but I'm pretty sure that was Bill Murray.
You better bring over the food that he's going to cook because my pantry is lacking.
I'm sure he'd be okay.
Bill's got some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows the guy.
Boca! Yeah, you slept in late. It's cool. I get it. You gotta get in when you fit in. So, being it as it is that time of the show, let's go around the room here and let people say their piece on whatever they want. I don't give a shit. Whoever wants to go first, have at it.
Genius.
Nobody?
Who's going
Bueller?
I'll go.
Bueller?
I came in here late, but I just wonder what everybody's doing tomorrow around 4 o'clock Central. This is all hinged and contingent on the fucking garage door being fixed by that time. But plan is 4 o'clock tomorrow on my channel. That's 4 Central time. You know,
What can I get
so
to?
we're gonna go ahead and vape our motherfucking faces off. Everybody's invited.
I'll be there. Show.
Nice.
That's it. That's it.
If I am available, I will be there. I don't know yet because I've got some shit to get ready for the weekend. So
The link will be in the live chat.
there you go. 4 o'clock. Leave a Vapes channel. If you're not subscribed, go sub.
And if you don't want to vape your face off in video camera, join the chat. Just support all of these wonderful people. Leafa Vapes is here for so many people. Be there for him. Hang out. Show him some
Or
love.
not. Or after it replays, just put in there, fuck off. It's all right.
Okay.
It's like, I want
I
to.
like that too. It counts as an interaction. It may bump me up to where I have 25 people come to my live stream. The next.
Okay.
Hashtag humble brag.
No, I'm. But that whole couple months off like totally killed my participation.
That happens with a week off.
Oh, I went from like 70 to 80 people on a Tuesday and Thursday in the middle of the afternoon to, oh goodness, we got 18. We got 18. 18. Fuck. And I
Yep.
get more whenever I'm just driving around in GTA 5. I think I'm gonna switch to be a GTA 5 live streamer.
Leave the game.
Let's see how many times I can ramp off the side of this cliff and kill myself.
Oh. Who's got dibs? Who's next?
Yeah, you get to call it. Who gets to go next, Lifa?
Well, I know that's against the rules. Adam,
Yo.
cut your finger off live on camera like in baseball.
Yeah, thanks for having me as always, TJ. Yeah, Wednesday nights are nothing without all of y'all in the room and in chat. It brightens my freaking week. It's like a break from banned people, because as much as I love those guys, I can get sick of them, seeing them all the time. So, and none of them vape either. So it's like, WTF? And I'm in constant a constant state of attempted conversion. So I'm gonna try to get those guys vaping, and then we'll see what goes from there. But yeah, if I can check out the band, Edding the Arsons, check me out on Instagram. It's just my name, Adam Blarzik. I think there's an underscore. And check me out on ELR. It's Madam I'm Adam, one word. And in a minute here, I'm going to try out this Mrs. TJ Tobacco. Thanks for having me.
Did you say Madam on Adam?
Madam I'm Adam.
Oh, okay.
Adam on Adam. Yeah.
It's a palindrome. If you read it forwards and backwards, it's the same.
That's the other channel, Eva. That's on a different website.
I think that's your own site missing a couple of words.
Who didn't go? I was rebuilding this. Did Fresh go?
I have not.
Go Fresh.
So everybody, remember to go over to and visit thepinkpussylist.com. It's got the links to all the places that accept pink pussy, all one word, as your coupon code. That includes Adore Liquid, lucidrda.com, vinylandvapor.com, coilvapes.com, kennybcoils.com. All sorts of fantastic people doing fantastic things, showing love to the community by giving us a piece of their pussy. That's all I'm saying. I will go out on yet another quote here. I had it. Where did it go? The best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 30% of their ice cream. Bill Murray. Lumi, over to you.
Yeah. Good one.
Oh, I gave one.
But anyways, even though I'm uncivilized in your guys' world and whatnot, unculturized and all that fun stuff, I do enjoy everybody in this community. We might not always all get along, but honestly, we're all still here for each other. We're here to support one another, and I couldn't ask for a greater group of people to hang out with and to have in the chat. I appreciate you guys all so very much. And thank you. Thank you for being awesome, everybody on the panel, in the chat. And that's it. Thanks for having me here to the Pissy Pants desk.
No Pissy Pants desk tonight. I'm sorry to tell you. This is the Bill Murray desk tonight. So, for those of you that are uncivilized and uncultured, we will get you there eventually. Why? Because we care.
We care about you, Lumi, and we want Bill Murray in your life.
We want great things to happen to you, and Bill Murray is a great thing. You won't be disappointed, I'm telling you. Once you get a little taste, you're going to want the whole cake. First and foremost, thank you all for showing up. To those of you out in the chat, thanks for hanging out with us. Everybody on the panel, thanks for showing up. Love you guys. You guys are all awesome. As Fresh said, thepinkpussylist.com. Don't forget the and list, otherwise you're going to end up in a site you might not want to go to. And I say might not because I know some of you guys are into that. So do your thing. I ain't mad at you. Just make sure you go back to thepinkpussylist.com when you're done over doing whatever else it is you're doing. That's right. Redheads and boobies. You can find that if you leave out one of those words, guaranteed. Make sure you guys are advocating, not for yourselves, not for any of us on the panel, not for the people to your left or your right, but the people that are coming behind us that have not made the switch from the stinkies yet. Goal, misses off the stinkies. So that's what we're hoping for. Big things coming this way. We'll let you guys know on the progress of that as it goes. Don't be a cock. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say other than love y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Same tea time, same golf tea channel. You guys know the drill. We'll send it on over to the one, the only, the Meter Vapes.
First and foremost, thank you, TJ, for having a show every Wednesday where miscreants like this fuck and psychos like these fucks can come every week with an audience full of lunatics to cheer on our shenanigans. We appreciate you gathering us all together, and we appreciate everybody that watches. You guys are the reason we get to keep doing this every week. So all I would say this week, watch for Leafa's live stream. This guy's going live every day till St. Patty's Day. Nobody else is doing that. Watch for Leafa. When you're done, when you finish catching the replay, then you go over to eddieandthearsons.com and buy yourself a little merch to help that P. Larchuk fella keep kicking out awesome songs for us every 2 weeks. And when you're done with that, you're going to go over to Amazon Prime and you're going to take your account. And with that, you get a free Twitch Prime account subscription every month. And you're going to give that to Lumi Stream so that we can get her ass on the fucking Bill Murray train before it's too late for her. When you're done with that, you're going to go tell a stranger about the vaping vlog that happens every Wednesday night so we can get TJ to 1100 because we deserve the ball pit.
That's right, we do.
You're going to tell someone who's just getting into their own DIY about the wizard that we all know and love, who hosts a show every Saturday, who will teach you how to make the flavor. And when you're done with that, you're going to take your ass on over and you're going to subscribe to I'm No Joe, where I bring a menagerie of all of these goofy fucks together and we talk shit about MMA. It's a good time. But the important part is that we support those who support others, because without each other, this community falls apart. We are here, we are strong because we support each other. We have to keep it that way because that's what makes us undefeatable. We have too much support from within. You can take a stick out of the bundle, but you can't break the whole fucking thing now, can you? You have to support those who support each other, because if we don't band together, we will be banned together.
That's a lot of to-dos on your list, guys. Don't forget. Who wants to do the honor since old Giz isn't in the house?
Lumi looks like he wants to do it.
I was going to say, I kind of vote Leafa right now because he's coming in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
Never
All
has.
right. All right. So, sometime this week, get your garage door fixed because you need to, and be nice to the guy that lifts up your 8,000-pound garage door and reattaches that spring so it will go up and down. And as an old guy we all know says, get off your butts and vape.
Get off your butts and vape. Get off your butts and vape. Get off your butts and vape. Get off your butts and vape. Get off your butts and vape. Get off your butts and vape.
Get off your butts.